This is Caitie North.
Mm-hmm.
I am True North. And we're doing bubbles with paintings.
Yeah, that was perfect. Welcome.
Welcome.
We are going to be doing bubbles. We are going to be doing bubble wrap. And we're also going to be doing watercolor pouring and alcohol. So we're going to be...
and spray bottle.
And a spray bottle. So we're doing a bunch of different techniques today. And we are using the paint along palette available on the website. And there's 2 different paintings in this one.
Website?
On the website.
Website!
This one's the alcohol, this one's bubbles, this one's bubble wrap, and this one is watercolor pouring. Which one do you want to start with?
Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap, okay. For your supplies, you'll need Peerless paint along packs, watercolor brush, masking fluid, dish soap, spray bottle, and ink droppers. And any of the little yellow that you see on the page, I've actually just done the masking fluid already. And it's any kind of highlights that you want or places that you want to stay white. So, here is your palette.
This one's mine. It's not yours. It's mine.
Okay. Here you go. So this one you want to get quite a bit of water on the paper.
Oh,
that's okay. Here, I want you to spray this first, bud.
Okay.
Because we're going to get quite a bit of water on there. Okay. A little bit more. Okay, spray that side.
I sprayed the shark. I didn't think the shark.
Yeah, I think it's all wet. You don't want it too wet. Alright, so now this, and then I think this one, for this, is you're going to put quite a bit of paint. So you want to fill up the whole page with paint, okay? To get the intense bubble wrap texture, you're going to want to make sure the page has a ton of paint on it and it's pretty wet, that the water can actually pool under the bubble wrap. And then make those textures as the paint dries. I also used a double wrap, which I don't think it gives it enough room for that water to kind of, give that texture. But it turned out super cute anyway. And, now in the future, you know how to do it with your kiddos. This paper from the Paint Along palette is a very absorbent watercolor paper. So it kind of sucks the water into the paper a little bit faster. If you're trying to get those textures again, you want the water to pool and then be collected under the bubble wrap areas. So in future, different paper, and potentially, you could always just kind of trace the designs onto another paper too, but also getting the paint on the paper fast enough and not drying and letting it dry underneath the bubble wrap. You feel how there's open areas?
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't the best one. So you're gonna lay it down on flat, okay? And then it's just we're gonna leave it to dry.
Okay.
So let's put it right here.
Okay,
Still going?
Which one are we doing now?
All right, now we're gonna make
Our palette?
bubbles.
Okay.
Okay. So
The bubble one is very expressible?
very special.
Okay.
You're gonna take your straw.
Why do you need a straw?
How do you think you're gonna make the bubbles? How do you make bubbles in your drinks? And I tell you not to.
Straw.
With a straw, right? Okay, I'm gonna do bubbles.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
Why scary?
Hold on. Let's see what you. Ooh, careful. Hold your straw, please. So, do you want to make a blue and a green one?
Yeah, I want to build both. And all of them.
I don't know if we have enough bowls, but let's start with this.
Oh, that's what.
Is that cool? Okay. Don't suck up.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I made a big bubble.
Keep blowing straight down. think we need a little bit more, maybe?
Mine makes so much bubbles.
It's pretty cool. I'm excited. I've never done this before.
It's not popping in all the bubbles.
Did I mix it around again? It needs to be like a whole. Let's see.
That's that. That's so much bubbles, Dad.
Mom's got it.
Okay.
That's so much
Now
bubbles.
dip your painting down.
Okay. Get out.
Oh, is this out?
I waited.
Okay.
I waited. What's happening?
I don't know. Not much.
That was Wayne.
Dude. Maybe we just need some more paint.
No. But let's add this one this time.
Hold on, let's make it work with this one first.
As you can see, it took a little trial and error. I think we added a little bit more dish soap and made a little bit more bubbles. We felt like the smaller the bubbles were, the more paint is collected on the side, so the paint itself is darker when you put it down onto the paper. But this is by far our favorite tutorial that we did from this section. It was so much fun. But yeah, in future, the darker the paint is, the better the bubbles are going to turn out. And then the really big bubbles didn't collect as much paint on the edges. But we do another one later too that you'll be able to see that it's like super dark, and I think it's all because the bubbles were smaller. And if you were using the paint along palette, you would be able to cut the little squares of paint and put them in a dish with water to make your own liquid watercolors. It might not be enough to make it as dark as the ones that we are using, but the what's it called? The mystery grab bag is perfect for making individual colors in jars, and it's so much fun too. Because True and I actually made all of those individual colors when we were making our Easter eggs. And so you cut up all of the colors that you want, and so you're able to make personalized liquid paints, and that's exactly what we're using for these bubbles. All right, and you can see True picking up little clumps of the bubbles with his fingers and then putting them down onto the page. That worked really well to make clumps of areas, and those were actually the darkest bubbles that we got.
Did you suck it up?
No.
Is it in your mouth?
No.
What? What's wrong? Did you get bubbles in your mouth?
Yeah.
Gross. Here's some water. Okay.
So try not to get any bubble paint mixture in your mouth. The Peerless paints are non-toxic, but still did not taste very good, as True can tell you.
Nice and wet. There you go. All right. Which one do you want first? Green, blue, or orange, yellow?
Green, blue.
Okay. However you want to do it.
I want to make this one into a liquid on.
Ooh, chunky in there. There you go.
Liquid on.
Okay.
So this one is called Watercolor Pouring, and I just did a video on it on our YouTube if you're interested in a more detailed version. But I wanted to try it with True. So I used a little bit of masking fluid and just highlighted the top of the shark and the top of the mermaid. And I am letting him put as much water liquid paints as he wants all over in the 3 colors, and just letting the natural blend happen with the water. And the idea was that we were going to come back and do another layer, but his attention span was kind of over it for the day. So we were only able to do 1 layer. But I think it's going to turn out really cool regardless, and even with this first layer. And then I will peel off the masking fluid once it's completely dry.
I know the dark blue one for the ocean. Okay.
I'm going to put a little blue on the bottom.
I got him.
Wow, look at that go. The orange over there, or blue? Take it along. But, okay, down here where there's nothing yet left. There you go.
And the masking fluid kind of acts like a barrier too, so you can see how the top of the face and the tail, and it's kind of collecting the pools of paint. So I think it's really cool. I'm kind of in love with this technique. Yeah, I think maybe True and I will do another tutorial of this as well, maybe in a few weeks.
I think this is the best thing.
The best thing? Okay. Alright, so now this one just dries as it is.
And what are we doing now?
Now,
Which one are we doing now?
we're going to do alcohol.
I really like alcohol. I never did alcohol.
We haven't done that one, you're right.
Where's alcohol?
All right, so the next one is alcohol, and ours didn't turn out as much as I thought it would with the textures, but then we tried to put the alcohol down again once the paint had dried, and then we started getting those textured spots. So I probably should have done a little bit more research. It might be the difference of paper or paint or whatever, but we did get our textures after the fact, not on video. Sorry about that. But you can enjoy this cute little video of True painting his whales. And again, you can see all of those kind of yellowish areas. That is from my masking fluid. So once all of the painting is dried too, I wanted the white areas on the orca to kind of stand out and be super white. So I'm able to peel off that masking fluid once it's all completely finished too. So that's another option to do with your kiddos if you want to kind of preserve some of the original drawing or painting and then kind of add layers. So that's an option with masking fluid.
You're doing so good.
Yeah, I know. It will be so cool.
Okay?
Like once we see this, we're going to be proud of me.
Well, she's already proud of you.
But not yet.
Oh, she'll always be proud of you.
No, but not yet.
And now we're ready.
Yeah.
And then we're ready for the alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Wait for more. The car.
So once your painting has completely dried, then you can go back with your alcohol to kind of give that lift, and it kind of eats away some of the paint and the little dot texture. We weren't patient enough. So I would recommend you guys waiting for your paint to dry and then doing your cotton swab dips into the alcohol. You can see it kind of changing a little bit, but we have much more texture once it's dry. And here are our completed paintings once they have dried and the masking fluid has been removed. I think they turned out so cool, and I absolutely love those bubbles. There's so much texture in them, and yeah, perfect afternoon painting.
Click that white button.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to
Thank
like and
you.
subscribe and share with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hit that.
And hit that white button.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.